Dozens of residents of Key West, Florida did all they could to convince their city council to not cooperate with an ICE agreement. And you know they meant business because they brought out the big guns for this one.
Flying them back to the Mexican border to pay all their money to wait back again.
Let's see what kind of arguments they presented.
I'm also gay, I'm also queer, I'm also non-binary, and I'm also a Gemini. The only emergency that I'm aware of is the paranoid delusion of our president, who thinks that there's something happening in this country. I urge you to deliver us from evil.
Racial profiling is illegal and unethical. When they're writing the history books, I ask, how do you want to be remembered? As a culture, ICE doesn't belong in our streets. It belongs in our cocktails.
This reminds me of 1930s, and I'm not exaggerating. We have to actually, I think, put a barrier around the immigrants and protect them.
We cannot let them be used as a weapon of an authoritarian regime hell-bent on imposing their twisted vision of a whitewashed America.
I believe your stance against this evil spreading across our nation is exactly what you were called to do.
Our resistance against falling in line with fascism and xenophobia will only grow more and more crucial.
Begging you not to go full Nazi is a little bit cringe. I hope everyone knows what that word means. It means reprehensible. I do not want to be ashamed to be from Florida. I don't even tell people when I go to New York and LA that I live in Florida on the dating apps. They keep that off the dating apps.
The President of the United States has made his racism and hatred against Haitian people abundantly clear.
My parents were active in the civil rights movement in the 1960s, and the KKK burned a cross in their yard to scare them. That was extremely scary for them, but it didn't stop them from standing up for equal rights. Don't let fear stop you from doing what's right.
There is a minority group here in Key West that is possibly making the island a little bit worse for wear because none of us can afford to live here, but those are an entirely different discussion. I know that it's scary to stand up to this increasingly fascist administration, but we all know that they are on the wrong side of history already.
People, human people, are being racially profiled and kidnapped, then being unlawfully and inhumanely detained in concentration camps. A lot of trigger words in there. You must be able to see the writing on the wall. If we let them get away with this now, we're next. Any one of us can and will be a target, and don't you hope someone will stand up for you when your rights are being violated.
With the endless amount of speakers at this meeting, exactly one person went against the crowd and spoke in favor of ICE.
I came from Cuba in 1967 as a Cuban refugee. I really strongly feel that this whole issue here today, besides immigration, is political. It's obvious by everybody speaking that they hate President Trump and that they hate Ron DeSantis. That is the issue. Bill Clinton deported people. George Bush deported people. Barack Obama was called the deporter-in-chief. And I never, ever heard of such gatherings against it. These are really good people with really good intentions, but I don't think any of them have lived the immigrant and the immigration issue. As an American, I'm here to protect my children and my grandchildren. And unfortunately, for the past 4 years, there's been a lot of people coming through America that we didn't know who they were. And today, yes, there's a lot of good people paying the consequences. But they made that decision in their home country when they decided to come here illegally. And President Trump ran on that issue, and he won on that issue. And you can't evade that. I am here to stand with the police and with ICE. And I hope you vote the right way. Thank you.
The crowd was not pleased with the decision.
To boos and frustration, Key West commissioners voting 4-2 to enter into a 287G, that formal agreement with the feds on immigration enforcement.
Do we have, Madam Mayor, if I may? Yes, go ahead.
I would just like to make the comment that it appears in this room that we are one human family unless we have a difference of opinions. And that doesn't seem one bit
so we have a motion. We have We have a motion and a second on the floor. Is there any other discussion?
Can I get clarity on
Madam
the
Mayor?
amendments,
Yes.
please?
If fascism triumphs and freedoms are trampled, our rights like theirs will no longer be.